Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to Naval Ops Commander. Last time we went through another very long mission, as usual. And today, we're going to start off with a little bit of tech, hopefully. Let's try to bring air tech up to the... Yep, well, okay, cool. Thanks, and we don't have enough money to do any more tech, so... Gee, this seems awfully... Well, I wonder, wasn't there a, let me just see the, wasn't there a, that looks familiar. And this, thus, is my issue with this game at this point. It's not the objective, it's that it takes 40 minutes. That's the frustrating part. I don't care what the objective is, it's how long these things take. Like, I'm still in college, I still have things to do. But anyways, we'll just go ahead and get through this, I suppose.
Incoming message from our scouts. They have discovered the enemy's production facility where they build these laser ships, as well as numerous other weapons.
Fortune is smiling on us. If we can destroy that facility, not only will the enemy be unable to reinforce its front, but it will be on a downhill course to exhaustion. Captain, let us plan an attack immediately. It goes without saying if the enemy is going to have a large force defending the base. I suggest we wait for dawn to make a surprise attack. The defensive force is likely to be comprised of not only the newly constructed laser ships, but battleships, carriers, the works.
Oh, I'm sure. I wasn't doubting that.
We'll have to be able to deal with all kinds of attacks in this battle. Your orders, Captain?
Well, we'll bring the battleship again. Just for the sake of trying. And, yeah. It's gonna be another one of them long videos. Or long, recording sessions, anyways. For me. Yeah, there's more missions in this game than there are in the other two Naval Ops games. The objectives are more repetitive, and the missions themselves generally take longer. And the entire game is harder because there is no easy difficulty, which isn't a big deal, but that's part of it. The other part of it is the camera, of course. I will never ever prefer this camera over that of like Warship Gunner. Ever. It won't happen. But, yeah. Oh good, aircraft, because we love aircraft, right? If I could do enough damage to sink these submarines in one shot, I would be a very happy person. Can you not use anti-sub missiles to lock onto aircraft, please? That would be cool. And by lock on, I mean follow with the reticle. Because that's kind of counterproductive. Why are my escorts all the way over there? What is going on? I don't... AI, seriously. Why do you do this? The one stayed with me. I don't know where the other guys thought they were going. Okay, well, let's try to get some of these, darn battleships out of here, I guess. Engine damage! Go figure! Because why not? I'm pretty sure I did put these engines in shift placement on this battleship as well. Like, I'm pretty sure that's a thing I actually made a point to do either last episode or the episode before that. But, yeah. So... There we go, I can move again. For, you know, presumably the next couple of seconds before I get engine damage again, right? I wish certain weapons just would not even attempt to follow aircraft, because it just gets really annoying. Like these lasers. these types of lasers that are designed for anti-ship warfare, not for fighting aircraft. Like, there's no reason for these lasers to consistently have a desire to follow aircraft with the reticle. That doesn't make any sense. Also, where are the laser ships that I keep seeing firing? Is it these battleships? It's these guys. And thankfully, they don't have a lot of health. Or even a lot of shielding, it seems. Certainly not from projectiles, like shells, cannon shells. There we go. Hey, look, engine damage. What did I say? On cue, almost. So there's ammo up there. Did he drop a special fix-me crate? No, he did not. So we'll just go for the ammo then. Because I know that I need that, or at least I will need that very, very soon. I want to sink that battleship up there just so I have one less thing shooting at me. He's still alive, because why not? Can you flick to any one of the 3 enemy battleships that are right next to me, please? Oh, this game. Like I've said, I do prefer the storyline. I think it's a little more fleshed out. Maybe not so much compared to Warship Gunner 2, but I mean, it's really hard to compare anything in the Naval Ops series to Warship Gunner 2. Warship Gunner 2 capitalizes on so much of this game's potential, and only there's not a lot of improvements to Warship Gunner 2 that I can think of, you know, other than little nitpicky things. But I do, you know, prefer that this game is taking the story in a slightly different direction, actually a pretty different direction. I appreciate that. Third time in less than in probably about 6 minutes or 5 minutes of actual like recording, of actually like playing the actual mission. And my engines are in shift placement, as far as I remember. Anyways, I'm pretty sure I did that last time or the time before. Don't know, but yeah, pretty sure I did it. Oh, they're battle carriers. What in the world? That or what? They don't look like battle carriers. I just saw a plane land on that one though. Not it was the non-laser type of battleship. So yeah, this kind. Look. What the? Where are you landing? What? That's not how that works. What? Also, oh, come on, please. I flicked off of him because I thought he would have been dead, but then of course he had to go and have a sliver of health left, and then the reticle was like, oh look, a plane! And flew off to the moon. This is my 5th Let's Play that I've done. Well, I guess you could say it's like the 3rd one, but it's like, I guess you could say that Battle Station Specific is technically my 5th Let's Play, and this is my 3rd. But my 3rd is taking so long that I'm also recording my 5th at the same time. And this is the first one out of the 5 that I've done, or at least started, that I'm really like, this is turning into a grind to even play this thing anymore. And I'm just like, I want it to end sometime soon, because there's no end in sight at this point. I know we still have one more entire sector after this, and I'm at least hoping that we get away from these ludicrously long, repetitive missions. Also, not going to get an S rank on this one because guess what? There were aircraft involved, and we destroyed their sources before we destroyed each individual aircraft, because I'm not spending the time to do that. Sorry. No. These missions take long enough by themselves. For example, we haven't actually started doing the main objective yet, because we've been under attack by everything else in this game. So, yeah. Is it a UFO? No, it's just a funny looking jet. I still maintain that the concept of these games is one of the best types of things I've ever seen before. I just, in my personal opinion, Naval Ops Commander does the worst job executing said potential awesomeness. Largely, very largely because of the camera. But it's also important to remember this was the first game of the Naval Ops series, and I mean, maybe they didn't quite have it figured out how it was going to work best. Like, they had, I'm sure this was their vision, and they thought this is, this top-down style was going to be like the best thing ever, and then evidently somebody didn't like it enough to change it to what we see in the Warship Gunner games. So I think that's this game's really, like, the biggest flaw with it is just the camera, and it just makes it so much harder to play this game. And that, on top of the missions, get what I call Destiny syndrome. And I'm referring to, when I say Destiny, I'm referring to the actual game called Destiny. I'm sure everyone and their mother has heard of this game. I didn't like it, largely because so many of the missions were like, put your ghost into the console, defend him for an unsaid amount of waves, which could be anywhere from 3 to like 7, and just defend this guy, and we're not going to tell you how long he's going to take, we're just going to say, hey, defend him. And that was so many of the missions in Destiny, and on top of that, even despite that, they didn't do a very good job giving you any story. I've heard Destiny 2 gives you more story, but I've also played the Destiny 2 beta and seen the actual game, and I've just, as far as I can tell, it is Destiny 2. It is literally Destiny 2. Period. It is more Destiny with more story, which is great, but yeah, I'm a little careful about even trying to get invested into that game. And if I had money to just go and throw around on every new game that came out, I would have a lot more new games. But yeah, so I have to be very picky with the games that I get, or the games that I want to get, largely because of budget and stuff. So yeah, but anyways, that's my little rant about that. This game has Destiny syndrome, as I call it, and the camera makes it less enjoyable than it could be. But again, concept really solid. Design your own ship, take it out into missions. That's really cool. Something like no other game has done really to this level, anyways. So still cool. Just this particular title is getting a little tiresome. Oh boy, it looks like we're going to have a repeat of last episode as far as the types of lasers that they're using against me, which is fun. They're using, they're not unguided torpedoes, they're just kind of acting much like our special warhead torpedoes always did, where the guidance system isn't non-existent, it's just really weird. So, yeah. Glad to see I'm not the only one. Even the AI can't use their torpedoes properly. Or so it seems. Get that guy, there you go. Alright. Still going a lot faster than last episode, but also still taking quite a while. Let's go deal with the port installations just to have that done, and then we'll go sink the rest of the ships that are around. Yay, we did it. There's the main mission objective. All done. And what else? We got this one lighthouse here to take out. And that's it for shore-based installations. Now let's go over here and deal with these enemy ships that we see. Like this battleship. Hi. Not quite in range. Maybe now. No. Why aren't I going full speed? Maybe now. Yes. There we go. Yay. And this is yet another example of why these missions take so long. Look how spread out they are! Why? Why can't they just be in a formation or something? Ah! So much more difficult than it needs to be. Just put them in formation or something. Are they even gonna be tough? Like, are they actually put up a fight? Engine damage instantly. The first shot. That's 4 times now in one mission. Also, for everyone a moment ago who was just saying, yeah, it's not a big deal that they're spread out, well, now it's a big deal because now I can't move very well. No special fix me crate from that guy? Nope. I tried using the engines in not shift placement. Didn't really help much. So, I think shift placement helps, but when we say helps, I think it means it helps get you engine damage 1 less time per mission. And that's about it. Because, man, this is insanity. There's at least this other ship down here. We'll go to sink him and then call it good. At least we have all of our escorts this time. Oh, submarines. Of course, because we're never quite finished with a mission in this game. I could go off on a seriously long tangent about everything this game does not do as well as the Warship Gunner games, but I think most of them are self-evident, and I don't want to turn this into a whining video, so yeah, kind of has already become one, but I'm gonna try to just push through and not make such a big fuss about it. Just drives me nuts sometimes when it's like, hey, I have homework, 40-minute mission in this game, and then go record BSP and get an hour-long mission. It's like, cool. Something was supposed to take like less than an hour. It took ended up taking closer to 2 hours.
Ahead slow. Full speed ahead. Maintain cruising speed. Full speed ahead.
Hey, parts crate. There's some compensation for the other nonsense I've been through. Hooray, we got 1 parts crate.
Full speed ahead.
I think that's the only parts crate we've got in this entire mission. And I don't really care if there's anything left on the map. There probably is, but I don't want to spend all of that extra time going for that. No, thank you.
We were able to destroy the enemy's production plant. This should have dealt a great blow to the enemy supply lines. At the very least, the enemy will not be able to pull off any large-scale operations for a time.
Yay. I feel like he said that a lot before, and then we get thrown into the next mission, and it's like, hey, they have a big fleet. And we're like, but I thought we just sunk all that. No, they have another big fleet. Oh, okay, well, I forgot about the other big fleet. Yay, we got good points and money and stuff. Battleship Forward Type 5. Well, at least I don't feel bad about missing any parts crates there, because, yeah, we weren't getting a whole lot of insanely crazy stuff anyways. Looks like it's going to be mostly bridges and stuff from that mission, so I don't feel bad about the lack of crates that we received. I think, yeah, I'll live without those. Okay, let's do some tech. Probably bring up the engines. Let's see what we get. New cruiser boilers. No, carrier, I'm sorry. New gas turbines. Okay, maybe. More engines, I suppose. New gas turbines again. Okay, well, let's see if I can make this kind of quick. I want to look at the destroyer and experiment with maybe finally using some gas turbines. And like I've said before, I don't know if we will ever use the destroyer cruiser again for a serious mission, unless it's just like to play around and we don't actually expect to succeed, because these things just are not meant for that. They just don't have enough health and armor at this point of the game. So, yeah. As usual, we'll go through this menu here. I don't know how many of these I can probably fit. I would say 12? And if not 12, I'll make room for 12, but let's, I want to see how they can do, at least. I did not remember to look at the speed before. I totally forgot to look at whatever speed we were doing before, but that's okay, because it takes about 2 seconds to just put it all back on there and call it good. Nope. Get the right ones, thank you. So, I don't know if this is the exact layout we had before, but it'll be the same engines in shift placement. I know shift placement versus non-shift placement does affect speed, so, but as long as they're in shift placement, the speed will be the same as it was. So 45.1, if we remove all of these and we go to gas turbines, I'm hoping we can get 12 on here, but let's see. 1, 2, no, we're going to have to go 3 wide, that's what I figured. So we're going to have to go 1, and then, come on, 2, and 3. We're already really fast. And, yes, okay, so we're at the point now where lighter ships will probably benefit more from gas turbines than with other things. Could I maybe squeeze more on here if I move some stuff around? Possibly, but I don't know. Like I said, probably not going to be using the destroyer and cruiser a whole lot. They just don't have the health or armor to compete late game. Well, mid game, I should say, because late game you can design them so ridiculously fast it doesn't even matter because nothing can hit you. But at this point, we don't have that kind of ludicrous speed. Spaceballs reference there for anyone who didn't catch that. But yeah, we don't have ludicrous speed yet like you would in the super end game. Once you get to that point, you can just outrun anything that would potentially hit you. At this point, 50 knots, like that's fast, but it's not anywhere near fast enough. So anyways, I think that'll do it for this episode of Naval Ops Commander. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry about the ranting about this game, but it is becoming exhausting to play this. The same missions over and over and over for very long periods of time, but yeah. Oh well, we'll push through. Like I've said before, I will never abandon a series, so we will push through. But anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and as always, I hope to see you all in the next one.